Hello, my name is Raulh. For those of you all who do not know me, those of you all who do know me, you know me from my website, godcuredme.com. I was a patient of Dr. Sebi's. I went to Usha Village April the 1st through the 13th of 2013. I went there because I used to be an alcoholic. I smoked heavily. I drank heavily. Mostly binge drinking on the weekends. I ate everything wrong for you and bad to you. And as a result, I ended up with liver issues. They called it a sluggish liver, meaning my liver wasn't cleaning my blood properly. Therefore, it was affecting my heart. So I was having heart problems. I had high blood pressure. I had swollen prostate. I had adrenal gland burnout. I had horrible skin. My eyes were almost bloodshot red all the time. Weak gums. I had so many problems. It was crazy, man. I was a walking dead man, pretty much. I was diagnosed with my lung issues and my liver issues in January of 1996. From 96 to 2006, I was basically under regular doctor's care, administering needle point, chemotherapy. I was going through so many different issues. My health was plummeting. I went under the knife so many times. I think it was 9 operations or something like that, where there's squamous cell carcinoma of the vocal cords. I had so many problems, it was crazy. One day I met an herbalist in Chicago who knew how to do what is called iridology. Iridology is where they take that magnifying glass and they put it up to your eye and they shine a flashlight in your eye, and your eyes have little lines in them, and it tells what each organ, the condition of each organ. If it's straight like this, it means that the organ's fine, but if it's oval shaped, it means that the organ is not doing well. And I had this herbalist look at me and he told me what I already knew. I didn't tell him. He told me, he said, your right lung is dirty, but your left lung is filthy. And I already knew that. And he was treating me, and I was doing better, but I wasn't healing. In other words, they were administering what they called herbs, but the herbs were coming from hybrid plants. And hybrid plants, meaning it wasn't a real God-made plant. So as long as I was taking those herbs, I was okay. I was still in a little pain, but I was okay. When I stopped taking the herbs, pain came right back. And then I found out about Dr. Sebi on YouTube. And I found out about him, I believe it was, I'm guessing it was somewhere around October of 2012. So from October 2012 and looking at all the videos I could find and all the things that he was talking about, I said, I'm out of here. I'm getting on the plane. So I booked a trip. I started fasting beforehand. I ordered some of his herbs, and I'd learned a lot between 2006 and 2012 about how to fast properly and what have you. So I put together a manual to teach people how to do it, and I took the manual with me. So when I got to Usha and I met Dr. Sebi, I actually presented it to him, and he was overwhelmed. He was like, this is great. And I said, because I couldn't find anything that you have to teach people how to prepare their bodies for the herbs before they start taking them. And he approved it and said this was great. So I was doing pretty good before I got there, but I still couldn't jog. You know, I couldn't jog. I couldn't swim like I wanted to. I was out of breath going up the stairs, all of that stuff. It was bothering me. So when I got to Usha Village, first thing they did was they took me to my hut and they said, drop your bags, come with us. And the first thing they did is took me to the dining room. Took me to the dining room and gave me those 3 bitters. Drank some of the nastiest stuff. Drank those 3 bitters, and then gave me lunch because I got there a little late. They gave me lunch. And then they gave me a pitcher of bromide powder, bromide plus powder, and gave me a pitcher of water and said, this is it for the rest of the day. And I already knew about it, and I said, okay, you know. And then we didn't eat again until the next morning. I got there on a Monday, okay, on a Monday. And I wasn't feeling all that great. My plane ride was rough because my lung was hurting me because I stopped taking the herbs and everything because I was saving the money to go there, to Usha. So Monday I got there. By Wednesday, 2 days later, I had the craziest bowel movement. I mean, I was on and off the toilet, but more on than off for 2 hours. And I got the opportunity to meet Dr. Sebi's daughter, Sama, and I was telling her, I was like, I went outside my hut for a minute to get some fresh air. She was like, "You okay?" And I said, "No, I'm not okay. It's like, I can't get off the toilet." And she said, "This is one of the greatest days of your life." She was like, "All of the crap is coming out of you. All of that yuck is coming out of your system." Because it was being removed from my liver. It was being removed from my stomach. Everything was coming out. So it didn't feel like the greatest moment until what she told me was going to happen. She said, when it finally subsides, she said, when you start going to the bathroom after this tomorrow, when you start going to the bathroom, she said, you're going to start seeing mucus in your stool. And I remember before I went there, I started seeing something in my stool. I know it sounds nasty, but you're supposed to check your stool, especially if you're healing yourself. You're supposed to check your stool. And I started seeing, it kind of looks like egg whites. That's been egg whites. It kind of looks like that, just not a lot. But I saw some of it before I left home. And I didn't know what it was, you know, I just figured, whatever. So anyway, when I got there, she was absolutely right. The last movement that I had, I saw the mucus coming out. And I was like, wow. And right after that, I felt so good. It was unbelievable. It was crazy. For those of you all who have not seen my videos, you can subscribe. And that way you can see my trip from part 1 through part 14. This is part 15 because this is my testimony. Because today I'm 51 years old. Not today, I am 51 years old. When I went to Usha, I was 48. I was 48 years old when I went to Usha. I was told by several doctors that I would never see these days. Okay, I would never see 45 years old, but I'm 51 now. There were people who got diagnosed with some of the same things that I've had that I met in hospitals here in Illinois. I went to Illinois Masonic and a couple of other ones that I went to back in the day when I was being treated, and I started refusing the treatment because I got tired of it. And I begged with them. I was like, please. One young lady, she had gotten lung disease like I did, and I begged with her, please go herbal, do it herbally like I'm doing it. It's going to help out. And she was so afraid to do it, she wouldn't do it. And I got diagnosed in 1996. She got diagnosed in 2003. And we buried her in 2007. And I buried a lot of people from heart disease. I've gone to their funerals because they just won't do it. Because they're afraid. Nobody ever told me stop taking your medication from your doctor. They said your doctor take you off when they start seeing that your readings are better. My blood pressure is normal. It almost never been normal. My blood pressure, before I went to Usha, it was getting better already. But once I got to Usha, it was better. So Dr. Sebi told me, he said, if you had just stayed on the track that you were on, it would have gotten better on its own before you came. And I said, well, I had to come because I had to meet him and I had to present him with the 21 steps that I put together. And he said I was absolutely right in those steps to help prepare your body for the herbs so that they'll work. So you can do it at home for those of y'all who cannot afford to go to Usha. Okay. I'm doing great. My blood pressure is normal. My skin is cleared up tremendously. I got energy out of this world. I only have to sleep about 5 hours. That's it. 5 hours and my eyes just pop open. It used to be I would sleep and sleep and sleep. My alarm clock go off. I keep hitting the snooze button, keep hitting the snooze button. I don't do that anymore. My mind knows when that alarm, it knows what time it is. And I usually wake up just before the alarm goes off. I used to have to sit up, take my feet and drop them off the side of the bed, sit there and breathe a little bit, think about it, scratch my head, stretch, and then and get up like that. Now I just get up and walk and just go. I just get up and go. I love it. It's been like this now for getting real close to 3 years since I've been to Usha. I feel great. I have a membership with LA Fitness, and I go there and swim 4 days a week. I swim 16 strong laps. I don't have to swim any more than that because that's a total body workout. So I'm in and out of there in 30 minutes. I love it because I go to work and I get off work. I go in there and swim my 16 laps and I come out. Now I'm probably going to boost it up to 20 laps now because my wind is good. I have you can't see it from here, but I have a treadmill in here for the other days that I don't actually go to the gym. I'm remodeling my house by myself, putting towel on the floor and everything. I feel 100% great. So those of you all who are interested in going to Usha, if you can afford to go, look at my videos. All of my videos on here. My channel name is God Cured Me. Okay, that's my channel name. Or like I said, you can hit subscribe on here. That way you'll be able to see all of the videos. 1 through 14. This is number 15, and you get the opportunity to see what it's like to be there, even from when you're traveling on the plane and we're landing and taking off and landing and taking off and all that good stuff. You get to see everything. But for those of you all who cannot afford, you can go to my website. It's GodCuredMe.com. I'll put the link down at the bottom underneath the video. It's GodCuredMe.com for the steps that Dr. Sebi and I put together to help you heal yourself using Dr. Sebi's herbs at home. No matter whether you have heart disease, no matter whether you have lupus, no matter whether you have fibroids, uterine fibroids, whether you have tumors, it doesn't matter. You can heal yourself at home. It's all about proper nutrition, and it's all about getting the proper herbs. But first and foremost, it's all about getting your body ready for them so that your body can use it properly. That's the number one thing. When you go to Usha, they give you those 3 bitters that you drink. They have them in pill form, but Dr. Sebi can ship them to you. Okay, but they give it to you in large doses there because you have nowhere to be, and you got a bathroom right there in your room. So, and you can see the huts and everything because I have those videos on there. Okay, so I urge you, if you're ill and you're on prescription drugs, I am not telling you to get off prescription drugs, but I am saying to you that if you're going to take anybody's herbs, I strongly recommend that you take Dr. Sebi's herbs. If your money is not, you don't have the money, I beg you. I am begging you. I'm not making any money for making this video, and I'm not making any money off of Dr. Sebi's products. I am begging you to get the Bromide Plus powder. I have a video. I'll put the link at the bottom of the video on how to make it because it's one of my videos on how to make it so that you make it properly the way they taught us, the way they served it to us in Usha. That right there is 92 minerals of the 102 minerals that the body is made up of. It will help your body. I went to the dentist and my dentist was like, "What did you do?" Because I was diagnosed with periodontitis. That means that the gums aren't all that great. Okay, and then it was 3 months, they saw the difference and said that they saw a 50% difference better in my gums alone. And when I went back, because I get my teeth cleaned every 3 months, it used to be they would floss or whatever, and my gums would bleed, stop bleeding, my gums cleared up, my teeth are strong, and they, to this day, this is 3 years later, and they're still fascinated. Okay, I beg of you, if you cannot afford anything else, that you need to get. Okay, study it. You can look up CMOS, study CMOS so you understand what it's about and how it helps you out. And I'm recommending Dr. Sebi because he uses his in a powder, and there are some people who sell it which looks like it's pure straight out of the ocean. It's got salt on it and everything, but some of them are bleached, and you don't want to get the bleached product because it's not going to do you any good because they bleached it. I don't know why people do stuff like that, but with that being said, I just wanted to share this update on the video to tell you I'm 51 years old now. It's almost 3 years later. I'm doing great. I'm doing fabulous. I'm still sticking with the regimen, and now I'm about to go completely raw vegetarian. So look for that video soon. I'll be able to post hopefully some recipes on there and show you how I eat vegetarian style, 100% raw. Okay? With that being said, God bless you. I'm praying for you. And remember, faith without works is dead. My name is Raulh.